Before you join, you need to see the whole picture. The company, the product, the compensation model. Because without the full picture, you are not making a decision, you are only guessing. But when you understand the system, the decision becomes clear. First, you understand, then you decide. We start with the company, not with the token, not with percentages, not with the question, how much can I make? First, we look at what really stands behind the project. Here, we see activity connected with construction, engineering, and the medical sector. This matters because tokenization only makes sense when it is connected to real business activity. Because if there is no real activity behind the project, everything else is just a presentation. That is why we start with the foundation. First, the foundation, then the product. Only then the compensation model. Now the physical product. A token alone is not enough to build trust. Trust comes from real products, real sales, and real turnover. Construction, engineering structures, medical equipment. The logic is simple: product, sales, margin. That is where the value comes from. Now let's look at the digital products. One thing is important. The word token alone tells you very little. You need to understand what you are choosing, where it fits within the system, and what purpose it serves. Token win is the main reference point. Other products include token way, token one, and token team. There are also higher entry levels: exclusive, silver, gold, platinum, and Everest. Drive token is a separate part of the ecosystem. So this is not a single random token. It is a structured range of digital products. First, understand what exists and how it works. Then decide whether and where you want to begin. Now, Drive GPS. This is more than just an app. It adds another dimension to the ecosystem. The core model is based on products, tokenization, and commercial activity. Drive GPS creates a direct connection with the user. Users engage with the app, collect Drive millas, and access benefits through Drive Club. Drive token represents another element of this developing ecosystem. So we are not looking at just one product. We are looking at an ecosystem with multiple ways for users to engage. This is not about the word token. It is about understanding the flow of value. A participant chooses a digital product. Then comes the most important question: what happens next? The product should be connected to real economic activity, production, sales, turnover, and margin. That is the mechanism you need to understand. Not a promise, not a bank deposit, and not a guarantee of profit. The real question is simple: can you clearly see where the value is expected to come from? If not, do not move forward. In this model, there are two ways to participate. Investor. An investor purchases a digital product for their own purposes and is not required to sell products or build a team. Partner. A partner introduces the products to others, generates sales, builds a team, and may qualify for partner commissions and bonuses. The difference is simple. An investor participates in the system for themselves. A partner develops the business with other people. You can choose one role or combine both. The most important thing is to understand why you are joining and what you want to achieve. Here I am showing an example for an investor. Start. $3,000 US. There are two options. The first option, monthly payout. For 12 months, the model shows $357 US per month. After 12 months, the plan ends, and the capital is gradually used. The second option, you build a base. For 12 months, you do not withdraw funds. You allow the model to work. From month 13, the model shows approximately $1,020 US per month. You withdraw half, which is approximately $510 US. The other half remains in the model, so that the base capital does not decrease. And now, an important element, capital protection. On the slide, you can see 100% Alianza insurance in case of payout problems. This does not mean there is no risk. That is why the details, the documents, and the protection rules are discussed before any decision, not as a promise. As an example, you can verify step by step. Here I am showing an example for a passive partner. The partner does not start with their own capital. The partner starts with action. If a client pays in $3,000 US, the partner receives $300 US in commission. And now, the partner has a choice. They can withdraw the commission immediately. They can also place it into the system and withdraw the result from the first month. In this example, the model shows $35.70 per month for 12 months. The partner can also leave the commission in the model and allow it to work. Then, from month 13, the model shows approximately $276 US per month. The partner can withdraw half, which is approximately $138 US. The other half remains in the model, so that the base capital does not decrease. But these are only examples. The model is flexible. Funds can be withdrawn at a chosen moment, after 6 months, after 2 years, or later. The partner can also add further amounts to the system, starting from $15 US to increase the base amount. The details are shown during the main presentation. That is where we calculate different options using a special calculator. Here I show an example for an active partner. An active partner meets the activity requirements. This means that they regularly bring in new investors or new partners. In that case, the model works in the 23.7% variant. As before, the partner does not start with their own capital. The partner starts with action. If a client pays $3,000 US, the partner receives $300 US in commission. And now the scale of the result is different. If the partner puts the commission into the system and withdraws the result from the first month, the model shows $71 US per month for 12 months. If the partner leaves the commission in the model and allows it to work, from month 13, the model shows approximately $1,483 US per month. The partner may withdraw half of it, which is approximately $742 US. The other half remains in the model, so that the base capital does not decrease. The payout rules, the flexibility of the model, and the possibility of increasing the base amount work in the same way as with the passive partner. The partner career plan outlines a clear path for growth. It begins with personal activity, followed by sales, team development, and the creation of a stronger organization. From there, a partner can progress to higher career levels. Advancement does not come from registration alone. It comes from consistent effort, real sales, and helping the team grow. An observer watches. A partner moves forward. That is where the career path begins. Now let's look at the technical process. How do the funds move through the system? The process begins with the token, followed by move exchange, where it can be swapped or converted into USDC or USDT. The funds are then transferred to a wallet and can later be withdrawn. Before making any decision, you should understand three things: KYC requirements, transaction fees, and the withdrawal process. This slide explains the procedure, not a guarantee of profit. If you choose the partner path, you do not have to start from scratch. After registration, you gain access to the community, onboarding materials, ready-to-use presentations, and regular training sessions. You also receive a clear, step-by-step plan, online support, team challenges, and live Q&A sessions. But support cannot replace personal effort. The system can guide you, and the team can help you, but no one can build the business for you. In the end, one question remains: will you remain an observer, or will you take the first step? In the end, everything begins with one simple step. Click the link below this video and create your account. Inside the dashboard, you can explore the products, review the rules, and understand how the model works. If you choose the partner path, you can share this video on your own channel, add your referral link, and introduce the model to others. If you decide to participate as an investor, the minimum starting amount is 100 USDT. Take time to review all the details, then decide which path is right for you: investor, partner, or both.